We have a radical approach to ending hunger in Massachusetts.
It is often said that breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
School breakfast does not look like the school breakfast that you or I participated in when we were kids. It's gone way beyond cold cereal and milk.
Throughout the state of Massachusetts, Project Bread, a nonprofit organization, is working with a number of towns to make sure every child has access to a nutritious start in the morning.
About 30% of kids in Massachusetts take part in the breakfast program, which is fantastic. About 77,000 more kids participate in breakfast now than they did before the pandemic, and that's in large part because all kids can eat meals for free.
Just like lunch,
Good morning. What would you like for breakfast?
it's a meal that's free of charge.
In a lot of schools, school breakfast is just sort of an add-on program. It happens before the school day begins. Project Bread has been working with school districts on boosting participation in this program and on making breakfast part of the school day and after the bell.
Chief Program Officer Sarah Kluggish says as participation grows, the school breakfast menus flourish.
In Chelsea, they're offering bento boxes where they're putting cottage cheese and eggs and fresh fruit in a muffin in a little box.
Here in the Triton School District,
What's a dog's favorite breakfast?
Woofles.
they're offering various sandwiches as well as smoothies with fresh fruit and yogurt parfaits.
We have sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese.
And the results are in.
We know that when kids participate in breakfast, we see lower absenteeism, lower rates of tardiness, we see increased math scores, and we see fewer trips to the school nurse.
The significance of breakfast is deeply rooted in history.
I can find a breakfast book if you would like that.
According to Megan Elias, the director of food studies programs at Boston University, breakfast as we know it took shape over centuries.
Wealthy people, especially in Northern Europe, had this interest in having that middle of the day meal, so they are able to have staff working on that issue, right? Getting up much, much too early to prepare the things that will make wealthy people happy in the middle of the day. And the more and more elaborate that midday meal gets, the more hungry the people who are waiting for it get, and then they begin to ask for something to tide them over.
And breakfast is born, evolving and changing through the centuries, but becoming an essential part of everyday life.
Then in the early 20th century, you start to see fried egg, bacon, something that's enough food to get you out and through the morning.
In modern times, breakfast isn't just about sustenance.
Perfect.
As we found out, it's a lot about artistry too.
So one of the classes that we offer is our culinary certificate program. It's a semester-long program, very intensive. In the mornings, they're in here in this lecture room where we do demos. They'll go then in the afternoon and they'll cook what we're doing, what we've done in the morning. And we have a dedicated day for breakfast that I teach.
One of the highlights that's taught at BU is the French omelet lesson.
This program was started by the master Jacques Pepin, and he makes a beautiful French omelet, and I try to get the students to make a beautiful French omelet too. And they struggle, and omelets are fast to make. They take about 2 or 3 minutes at the most, and so they make many of them until they get it. So I say, make another one.
A dish simple in ingredients, but requiring immense skill to perfect.
Shake and stir, and shake.
Whether it's a simple meal that starts a child's day off right, or a carefully crafted dish that celebrates culinary tradition, breakfast remains a vital and delicious part of our lives. And you heard about the history of breakfast from the folks at Boston University, but during our conversation, we also learned a bit about the history of pancakes specifically. They were devised as a vehicle for leftovers, using scraps of meat or leftover rice or leftover fruit that may be softening. You could mix it up quickly, get some egg to hold it together, a little bit of flour, and throw that in a pan. Voila, a pancake. Still ahead, a family affair.